Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited today because we are making some of Linda's flaky black pudding sausage rolls with a pretty big caveat actually on the black pudding part. But we'll get to that in just a minute. So the first thing I've done is I had to get 250 grams of unsalted butter in the freezer. I needed that to be in the freezer for 10 minutes. So that is already in there, ready to go. Now I also already sifted my flour. I needed 250 grams of plain flour, so it's already in here. And I sifted it with a half of a teaspoon of fine sea salt today. So I've already got that. Now it does say to take my mixing bowl with the flour and place this in the fridge. So apparently we need the flour to be cold. Okay, so that is in my fridge. And then I'm going to prepare the filling while that is chilling. So here's where the caveat comes into place. So it says to crumble the black pudding. We don't have black pudding in the States. I mean, if we do, I really have no idea where to find it. And I think it sounds disgusting. I'm not going to lie. We don't have black pudding. That's not a staple. So what we do have, though, is summer sausage. It's very, well, I don't know. I don't actually know what black pudding looks like for sure. I Googled it. I probably had it before when I was over there because I had an English breakfast in England. I'm pretty sure there was something that looked kind of like a hockey puck on it. But anyway, so I've got summer sausage here, which is, it had a casing on it. I took it off. I'm going to use it. You know, it is what it is. So I'm going to crumble this in my medium bowl. I don't really know how you crumble it. I mean, this is where I'm like, is the black pudding a different texture? I don't know. So I might chop it up a little bit instead of just crumbling. That doesn't want to crumble super well, but like I said, I just don't know what black pudding feels like. But I do need to add some pork sausage to this, so it's not just going to be the black pudding. So I do have some pork sausage. I've got 450 grams of pork sausage. It says 500 grams on this recipe. I have 450 grams, and then I just upped my summer sausage by 50 grams. So I still have the correct amount of meat. It's a filling, right? So, I mean, it's just kind of to taste. So I think it'll be all right. All right, so I'm just going to add that and then garlic and seasoning. So I have like a garlic puree, which I just kind of made with minced garlic. I'm supposed to have 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic puree. And then I'm going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix this up. It says mix well. Okay, so that should be mixed well enough. So what I want to do now is I just want to flour my work surface. So I'm just going to put a big spoonful of my flour down because it doesn't say lightly floured, it says floured work surface. So I'm imagining this is going to stick quite well because it's meat. Like, anyway. All right, tip the filling mixture onto a floured work surface and divide it into 4 equal pieces. Here goes that equal pieces again. I just need to get over it, right? Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Again, it's filling. Okay. All right, so now using my hands, I'm going to roll each piece into a 33 centimeter long sausage. So I have my ruler and I have it turned upside down. So it's get longer, a little bit longer than a foot. And a long sausage shape about the thickness of a chipolata. I was reading this earlier and my husband was standing right next to me so he could verify. And I was like, what is a chipolata? Like, I have no idea what that is. I Googled it, obviously. And it just looked like a, homemade hot dog kind of thing, or a brat or something. So I'm just going to kind of go like a thick hot dog. I don't know. If it's 33 centimeters long, that should give me enough of a thing, right? I don't know. I just thought it was really funny. So a special kind of sausage, a chipolata? Am I even saying it right? I doubt it. Okay, almost there. All right, that's about 33 centimeters long. So I'm going to roll my other ones. Sorry, I did it off the screen. You couldn't even see it. I'm going to roll my other ones just like it. I've got those all rolled out. Now it does say to cover them and chill them while I make the pastry. It doesn't necessarily give me the best way to do that. So I got a pan out. I'm just going to transfer them to the pan, and then I just cover them with a little cling wrap, I guess. I mean, I'm going to put some down on my pan itself so they're a little easier to move later. But I don't know. Okay, sorry, I had to take a minute to clean up a little bit all that meat. So we're ready to work on the pastry part now. And so I took my bowl of flour out of the fridge. The bowl is cold, so it's good. And using my box grater, I assume this one is the coarse side, I'm going to grate my frozen butter. So I took some of my butter out of my freezer as well. And I am going to just grate it into the flour. It does say to stick the butter in the flour every now and then to just kind of stop it from sticking to itself. So I'm just going to grate my 250 grams of unsalted butter into my flour. All right. So all of my butter is now in my bowl with the flour. And I just need to use a round bladed knife. I know what they're talking about, but I just have one of these. I mean, it's a pastry cutter, so should work. I don't have just a single blade. I'm probably going to regret this, but whatever. With a chopping motion against the sides of the bowl, mix the butter through the flour. Okay? With a chopping motion. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't necessarily say how long to do it, but the butter is pretty crumbled in there. I do need to add my ice cold water. So I have 150 milliliters of ice cold water. I have ice in it. I'm probably going to leave the ice out of it. But I wanted to make sure it was ice cold. So I got to pour this working quickly. So add the ice cold water working quickly so as not overhandle the dough. Bring the mixture together, then knead lightly into a ball. Okay, so working quickly so as not to overhandle. I'm going to take the ice out. But I need to bring the mixture together, then knead lightly into a ball. Yeah, that cold water was cold. I don't know how quick this is, but there's still a lot of little crumbles, so I was just trying to get those in there. But most of it's coming together now. Okay, so I'm just going to get this into a ball shape, hopefully with less stuff on my hands. Flatten slightly, it says, and then wrap and chill for 20 minutes. Okay, so ball. All right, then flatten slightly. Okay, and then I'm just going to wrap that up in some cling wrap, I guess, and then let it chill for 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. I've got my dough. We are going to start the folding process. So I'm just going to unwrap it here and get it onto my lightly floured work surface. Okay, now it says to roll the dough into a 15 by 35 centimeter. So I've got this 15 centimeters, 35 centimeters is 13, 14 inches. Okay, so let's get that rolled out. I have not done a pastry like this. I know I say that a lot on this channel, but it's true. I haven't been very active in seeking different recipes until this point. Kind of the reason why I decided to do this, just to give myself a little more experience in different things. Seems like we always try the same recipes over and over again. While nothing wrong with getting those right, I just wanted to try something new. Okay, that is about, it's a little over 15 by 30, 35, but it's okay because we're going to fold it a lot to get it to, I don't know, be all buttery and flaky. So I need to fold down the top third of the pastry. So I'm going to fold the top third, okay, and then fold up the bottom third as if folding a business letter. Okay, so I'm assuming we don't, we do want probably to overlap it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, and then I just need to turn the folded dough through a 90-degree clockwise, counterclockwise, it probably doesn't matter. Isn't it anti-clockwise over there? Clockwise, counter. Anyway, press the edges with the rolling pin. Okay, I'm gonna press the edges. I know you can hardly see that, but with the rolling pin. Okay, kind of pressed them down a little. And then repeat the rolling and folding twice more. So I just need to roll it back into the 15 by 35, I think. Why would I turn it? Okay, I don't know. Because I'm not going to be able to. I don't know. Okay, but if I do it this way and then try to roll it into 15 by 35, that's just going to be crazy long. So I'm just going to, I don't know. I'm really trying to read this to figure it out, but I just, I'm not getting it. So I'm just going to go back out to a 15 by 35, I guess. So it should be, I mean, already at like the 35 because we didn't do anything with that turn. I really thought we'd like, you know, fold it in half or something, you know. And I might do that because otherwise I'm only going to get, I could get twice as many laminations if I folded it in half. But anyway, if you know the correct answer and you're watching this, please tell me. Or if they've missed a step, I mean, there's a turn of the page. So maybe like they accidentally forgot like the fold in half. I don't know. So then I'm just going to do this again. As if folding a business letter. Now I don't know if I'm thick enough because, nope, I need to go wider. Okay. Now we're there. Because, I mean, if I don't, I know I'm just talking now. I'm talking out loud. Thinking out loud. Thanks, Ed Sheeran. Press the edges with a rolling pin. Okay. Don't know really what this part does, but. And repeat the rolling and folding. I'm supposed to roll it out again? All right. I think they missed a step. I really badly want to fold it in half. This is just not going to roll out very flat, but maybe that's the point. Okay, now I got to do this business letter thing one more time. The funny thing is I'm definitely going to have to like fold it in half to get in my refrigerator because this is just too long now. I don't know. Wrap for and chill for 20 minutes. I'm folding it. I know it doesn't say, but I can't get that in my fridge that long. And this just looks weird. When I watched the Bake Off, they have like a nice little square when coming out of the fridge. So I think something's messed up here. I'm going to do that. At worst, I'm just going to get more laminations, right? Okay. Now wrap it back up. I got to chill it for 20 more minutes. And then I do that whole thing again. So I roll it, fold it, roll it, fold it, roll it, fold it, and then chill. So 20 minutes. Okay, another 20 minutes has passed. I wish I could tell you that I had an epiphany. I mean, I kind of maybe did that, or I just decided I'm going to roll it however I want to roll it. So I've got to do the rolling and folding process twice more. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still going to roll it to your 15 by 35 centimeter rectangle thing, but I think I'm going to fold it an extra time than what the book says. But like I said, the only thing that it's going to do is just make it more flaky, right? Because that's the whole point. We're just getting the butter all flaky through our pastry. Okay, it's definitely a lot more of a neat rectangle this time. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this fold, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Because I just don't know how you would just keep rolling this out. Okay, so there. So now I can roll it to that rectangle again. Okay, so I'm going to take this, wrap it up again, and I'm going to chill it, but this time we chill it for an hour. You know what? Actually, I'm going to fold this. I don't know if I should have been maybe doing this the whole time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to chill this for an hour, and then we can add our sausage filling to it. Okay, it has been an hour now, and I've got my chilled dough out of the fridge. So what I need to do is I need to have this, cut it in half, and start there. So I'm going to, I feel like I need to be kind of exact on this. Okay, so I've got that in half, and then I need to roll each half into a rectangle that is about 18 by 33 centimeters. Lots of different measurements today. I'm just going to flour up my surface a little bit better. Okay, so 18 by 33, so a little bit wider than what it was earlier, but not as long. Okay, I just got so much stuff on my counter here. So that is about 18 by 33. So I need to do both of them. So I'm just going to leave that one as is for now, so I can get the other one rolled out to about the same. Okay, we are there. All right, 18 by 33, 2 of them. Now I need to have them lengthwise, so I'm going to cut it this way so that I have 4 long strips to put my sausage rolls in. Okay, so I've got 4 long strips, each about 9 centimeters wide, which they should be if they were 18 by 30, whatever they were. And then it says trim the ends to neaten. They're pretty good. I'm not too worried. I actually was able to keep kind of a square this time. All right, now I need to get my rolls out of the fridge. Okay, so way back to these guys. Put those there for a minute. So I need to place 1 roll in the middle of each of my pastries, okay, and then just kind of fold it over. So let's start that. And of course the first one I grabbed falls apart. Okay, it's fine though. Okay, so I've got it in there, and now I'm supposed to dampen one end with water to fold the pastry over the filling. Okay, so if I dampen one, just to, I think, get it to close better. I've heard this is kind of a pastry trick. So if you have a different pastry that you just can't figure out how to get it to seal, try water. That's my only tip I've got for you. Okay, I'm just gonna try to move this strip out of the way just a hair. And so I just need to fold the pastry to enclose it. I mean, my sausage is a little thick, maybe, but it's the right length. It's the right amount, so yeah, I'm glad I didn't trim that. If I'd have trimmed that, I'd have no pastry. Oh, and you can't even see. Okay, we're just gonna roll as best we can. Maybe this one's a little small. Okay, and then I need to take a fork, and I'm just gonna dip it in just a little bit of flour just to stop the pastry from sticking to it. And I'm just gonna do this just to try to get it to seal. Yeah. So hopefully we don't get meat kind of gushing out the side. I don't know if I got the other one in there. Okay. It doesn't necessarily say... I'm going to close the ends too. We cut it later, so I don't think that part matters, but I'm just going to cut it anyway. Or fold it in anyway. Okay. And then I need... Well, I'm just going to do that part for each of these. And then I'll worry about the next part. Okay. They are sausage rolls. So I just need to cut these into about 5 centimeter chunks, pieces, whatever you want to term that. So that, oh shoot, that one's coming apart already. This one had really thin dough, so I'm not really sure how well that one's going to stay all encased. Hopefully the other ones look better. So now I'm going to cut them into 5 centimeter widths. I am going to put this here just so I have that. And then I'm just going to put them on my pan. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Right, it said 5 centimeter width give you, I should get 24 rolls. So what is that? 4 per thing? No, that would only be 16. 5 per thing then. Why 5? No, that's only, no, it's 6. I can't do mental math. 6 per thing. So then at least I know it could half it and then whatever. I'm just going to do the 5 centimeter part. Alright, so I've got my 24 rolls, and then it just says to score them. So just do a couple cuts across the top, I guess. Just to, I don't know if it actually is a baking thing or if it's just to make them look pretty. Part of me wants to leave a couple unscored just to see what it happens, but we'll see. Now I do also need to put an egg wash on these, so I'm going to get mine scored. I guess you could make pretty pictures on here too, like whatever you want to do. It's up to you. I'm interested, very interested to try these. Let's just put it that way. Looks fun. Alright, and then I'm just going to put them on my baking sheet here, and then I guess I'll do the egg wash over here because it's just the egg white. It's just an egg white wash. It also doesn't necessarily say to put them any distance away from each other. I don't know that it's going to rise necessarily. I'm not putting them touching, but I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of savory baking. We'll just put it that way. So these are whole new games for me. All right, so there's my tray. Now I'm just gonna get my egg wash going. I'm just gonna lightly put it on each, I guess. Okay, so they've got the egg wash on them. Now I do need to chill these one more time for 20 minutes before I bake. So I'm going to put these in the refrigerator for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to preheat my oven to 220 degrees Celsius or about 430 degrees Fahrenheit while they're chilling. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, it has been 32 minutes. I believe they are all done. Okay, so it notably smells really delicious in here. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They look really good, nice and golden. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can tell they're crispy. I mean, they're solid, so we'll see. Yeah, so I mean, it says you can eat them warm or cold. I'm just going to put them on the rack so that they can cool down a little bit. I'm not going to probably wait till they're all the way cold because you guys know me. All right, so anyway, yeah, I'm going to give these a few minutes to cool on the rack, and then we will try one. Okay, we are ready to taste. It's just been a few minutes, so they should still be pretty warm, but they look really good. I'm going to give you a shot. It's kind of cool that you're not fully enclosed because then you can see the meat. And yeah, the pastry is nice and firm, so it doesn't look like it's underbaked, so that's good. Let's give it a taste. I got mostly pastry in that bite, but it's really good. Nice and buttery. Yeah, and it like crunches on the outside and gets soft, so that's really I mean, I assume what it's supposed to. That's really good. I really do like that. The sausage and the summer sausage, I don't, makes a really good flavor. Um, and there does seem to be like a really good combination of the pastry and the sausage. It's not like overwhelmingly one or the other. You get to taste both when you bite. This is a really good treat. Yeah, I would recommend these. A little bit of a process just with the chilling and having to roll it and fold it. And I obviously struggled on figuring out how to fold it. But I mean, just fold it. Just go with whatever. And as long as you do that, it should have these nice little, it's hard to see in there, but nice little lines and flakiness to it. But yeah, it was good. So I took just about as what it said in the thing. It said an hour and a half hands on. That was probably about right, along with like 2 hours with the chilling time and everything. But that is the latest on the Great British Baking Show Love to Bake book, and it's quite tasty. So yeah, if you like this video, awesome, give it a thumbs up and then subscribe so that you can see my next ones. Go check out some of the other videos that I've already done because I've done like 20 or more of these recipes, so we're cruising. And I will see you all next bake.